discuss about 9th class third lesson in social studies, hydrosphere. The hydrosphere, it is one of the layer. Already we discussed in 9th class previous also. The entire the Earth, it covers some layers like troposphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere and lithosphere and biosphere like that. But in that, one of these layer is hydrosphere. Already, hydrosphere that is indicate water. Hydra, that is a Greek word. Hydra means water. In the hydrosphere, it indicates water bodies. We are seeing on Earth's surface different type of water bodies. Generally, we are taking oceans, seas, rivers, canals, reservoirs, and different type of ponds also, different type of tanks also we are observing. Generally, water is a cyclic renewable resource. Water is a cyclic renewable resource. We are using how much also again it will come again. That's why it is called as a renewable resource. Water is everyone we are using because of it is essential to the humans. Without water, we can't expect the human lives. Human also entire the organism. Water it is compulsory. Generally, at the same time, we are seeing an abundant water bodies on Earth's surface, but all the water is not suitable to use. In different areas, different water bodies also. Some of the areas are salty, some of the areas are also sweet, and so water is. Therefore, on Earth's surface, we are seeing 1% of water that reaches the earth is useful for human beings. Only how much of percent? 1% of water that reaches the earth is useful to human beings. Only 1%. Is it possible to use all the members on a surface? Impossible. That's why we are using the water at present, purified, and we can use. Generally, at the same time, we can call hydrological cycle how? According to the hydrosphere base, hydrological cycle how we are using. Generally, according to the hydrological cycle, we can come there RO mainly. We can come rainfall RF equal to RO plus ET. RO means then we can come the RF that is indicate the rainfall. In the rainfall also different types of that. Later we will discuss. Then RF means rainfall, RO means runoff, and ET means evapotranspiration. First of all, we can come RO. Now again, RO means runoff. See, some sort of time, entire the surface of the earth depends on rainfall. Without rainfall, we can't expect entire the organism. All the rivers also, ocean also, reservoirs also, canals also, it based on the mainly that is the rainfall. We are the previous class we observed how the rainfall in India mainly two types of rainfalls we are getting. That is southwest monsoon and northeast monsoons rainfalls. Some of the areas rain affected region, some of the areas are drought affected region. Now runoff means how water moves. Generally, some of the areas are underground also water also it comes to the surface. That is artesian wells. That is called as artesian wells. Generally, according to here also the mainly runoff means a flow of water. Water is the flow resource from upper zone to the lower zones. Water is a flow resource. It moves. That is the runoff. Water is not the constant. Water always is the static. it flows from upward to downwards. Next, evapotranspiration. From evapotranspirations onwards also, hydrological cycle is working. The mainly from trees and plants, some of this evaporation, it's a breathing and give up the time also. Some of this evaporation is entering into this atmosphere. Already we observed, air is a mixture of several gases. Their evaporation also some percent. Water vapor also some percent. Then according here, this three also hydrological cycle is based. RF means rainfall. It's based on all these water sources. From rain based only all the water sources. Okay, the second one is being a RO runoff. Runoff means it is a flow of water, either underground water also, top of the water also, it will move from one area to another area, from upward to downward slope. Next, evapotranspiration. From evapotranspiration, automatically some of the trees and plants, it is breathing, and it's taking some sort of waters and they give up them also. Some of the evaporation it's mixed into the atmosphere. That's why this tree is called an hydrological cycle. Next, we can come mainly in this chapter. We will discuss there are the 6 stages of water cycles. How many stages of water cycles here? 6 stages of water cycle. In the 6 stages also, every stage is very important. So first one we can come evaporation. Evaporation means what? Water change into vapor. For example, we can take the hilly areas also. In the hilly areas, what we have got? Water. Generally, evaporation means water change into vapor. From down to up, water it change into vapor. Then again, what happened? Clouds creation. Clouds creation. The clouds are automatically what happened? It will give some rains. Evaporation means water change into vapor. That is called as evaporation. From down to up. Okay. Now, that is the evaporation is in entire the surface. It is common. In entire the surface, wherever also evaporation is commonly occur through sunlight. Water change into vapor, and when we can keep ozone heat from our house also, from bowl of water, water change into vapor, that is evaporation. It is common process through sunlight or heat. Next we get the transportation. What is that? Transportation. The second stage is transportation. When the evaporation after clouds creation. That clouds, it automatically through winds, it moves from one direction to another direction. From here to here, here to here, it moves. Automatically what happened? When the water changes into vapor, then clouds creation also. The clouds, it automatically moves from one place to another place through the wind. Then automatically it will move from one direction to another direction. From here to clouds, here to here also it will move and form and give the rainfall here. Okay. Therefore that is called as a transportation. It moves from one place to another place. That is the second stage. Where the evaporation creates the clouds, there also some sort of time rain will not occur because of it moves from one place to another place on the base of wind. Another one, the third one is the condensation. Condensation is nothing but rain. It is quite opposite to evaporation. Evaporation is what I said. It moves from down to up. But condensation means rain. It comes up to down. Condensation is rain. It is quite opposite to evaporation. We are seeing different areas, different types of condensation. Some areas high rainfall, some areas low rainfall, some areas very little rainfall in the desert regions mainly. The desert region mainly a little rainfall occurs in Thar desert also 50 to 100 to 150 millimeters rainfall annual year. Therefore, condensation it is nothing but rain in different areas, different type of rainfall occurs. Generally, where the water bodies are there, where the vegetation are there more rainfall occurs. The second third one, now we can come the fourth one, precipitation. Precipitation is nothing but it is similar to condensation. Then water, moisture in the air, and some sort of time fog or snowfall occurs. That is called as precipitation. That is also the fourth stage. It is occurs in this atmosphere. Runoff. It is water. It moves from, for example, rainfall occurs. That rainwater also will move from one area to another area. Sometimes groundwater also it comes up and it moves on a surface that is called as artesian wells. The runoff is a common process. Why? Because when the rains occurs, the rainwater also it moves from one area to another area on the base of slope. Runoff. The last one is the groundwater. We are using different types of water already we discussed. Last one we are depending upon the groundwater also predominant role in our lives. Because of some percentage of groundwater we are getting. Groundwater we are using mainly to the purpose of drinking. According to laws, the groundwater using for only drinking. Okay, you can come now. The fresh water from ground that is a 0.26% of the fresh water. In groundwater also sometimes naturally it comes up. Why? Because where the nutrients are there, then automatically it comes up and it creates some lakes. It creates some natural wells. Therefore, this is a 6 stages of water cycle is predominant in hydrosphere. We can come. The first one is evaporation, second one is transportation, and third one is condensation, and fourth one is precipitation, fifth one is runoff, and sixth one is groundwater. These are the mainly predominant in a hydrosphere. Okay. Now we can come the water sources. Already we discussed what is a cyclic renewable resource. We are using abundant water from different sources. According to the research, according to textbook writers base also, we can come how the water is available on a surface. Now we can come generally on a surface. A big water bodies are called oceans and continents. Now, the water body covering the area is called as ocean. Mainly, the ocean water is saline. Ocean water is saline. That is 97.25% of saline waters. And I got the different oceans are there. Majorly, 5 oceans are there. We will discuss later. Now, the mainly ocean water is saline. Why saline? The ocean water means different type of chemicals dissolves in water. Some member they got why ocean water is solving because of some chemicals dissolves in water. That's why that is a saline in water. Saline water available. That is a predominant. I mean the major percentage 97.25. Next, 2.75% of fresh water. Only 2.75% of fresh water available. Now, in that also we can count 68.7% of the ice and snow covered region. 68.7% of ice and snow covered region. Generally, we know already very well, ice melt into water, it's flowed into the woods. Then it creates some of the perennial rivers and mainly in India, north side of Himalayan rivers are fully perennial rivers like the Ganga, Indus, Brahmaputra and Yamuna, and its tributaries also perennial rivers that flows in Himalayas inside of north. The mainly next one is 29.9% of the fresh groundwater. See here the ground water that is 29.9% of fresh groundwater available. Some of the people they are using the groundwater because of the based technology. You are using bore wells also and we are digging wells also. That is the groundwater purpose we are digging. Now 29.9% of the fresh groundwater available. Some regions people basically they are depending upon groundwater. Now because of that areas any pond also, lake also, and reservoirs also, and canals also not available. That's where they are depending upon only the groundwater. Now we can count a little bit percentage 0.26% of fresh water from rivers and lakes and reservoirs. What is that? 0.26% of fresh water from rivers, canals and lakes and reservoirs. See, some of the people they are using river water because some of the rivers are moving there. Some of the rivers are flowing there, like the Godavari also, the Krishna also, Penna also, and different type of rivers and tributaries also. Therefore, only 0.26% of fresh water from rivers, lakes, and reservoirs. These are source of water. Generally, on Earth's surface, two are the big, big bodies that is called as one is the water coverage area and another one is land covered area. Yet the surface base we can call the oceans or continents are the first order relief features on its surface. These two will be the big. One is water coverage area and second one is the land covered region. Some millions of years ago, the entire earth is only the supercontinent. That is the mainly you can come Pantalsa, that is a supercontinent. Not very different type of oceans and continents. There is only one part that is called as Pantalsa. Now we can come different types of oceans are there. The mainly 5 oceans are there. On the base of 5 oceans, the Pacific Ocean also, the Atlantic Ocean also, and Indian Ocean, and the Antarctic Ocean, and Arctic Ocean. These are the mainly we can call these 5 oceans also each originated and its coverages on different directions. For example, some of this Pacific Ocean it is covered in this side of east. You know the Pacific Ocean is called as a ring of fire. What is that? A ring of fire. What is ring of fire? The Pacific Ocean is called as ring of fire means their volcanoes and earthquakes are occurs frequently. In Pacific Ocean, there occurs the earthquakes and volcanoes are occurs the mainly a major percentage of areas it can cover that is called as a ring of fire. Then the Pacific Ocean is covered a big area. Now second one is Atlantic Ocean. This is mainly it's divided Europe and Africa and North America and South America middle. It is a shape S-shaped ocean. It is a S-shaped ocean. That is a Atlantic Ocean. It divides North America and South America and Europe and Africa. And third one is Indian Ocean. It is locates on the side of south. The mainly down, India down. Indian south side is located. It is the Indian Ocean. The mainly we are getting the rainfall also from the Indian Ocean based only. We are getting the rainfall like the southwest monsoon and northeast monsoons also on the base of Indian Ocean. Our rainfall also we are getting from Indian Ocean. Next, we can come Antarctic Ocean. It is called as Southern Ocean. This is the mainly this is one of the ocean. Finally, last ocean is the Arctic Ocean. See, ocean also we are using as a multi-purpose tools from the ancient time onwards. You know already very well. Vasco da Gama discovered the sea route to India from 1498. Vasco da Gama was discovered the sea route to India. In that time also, he used navigation by sea or ocean. There are some sort of time frequently using the terminal based sea or ocean support. We can come to the clearly ocean is different, sea is different. Now we can come different oceans mainly it connecting different continents. It connecting different continents. How we can reach and from ancient time onwards by navigation. Whereas we are using the flights to reach one continent to another continent and one country to another country within a short span of time. But olden days they used ship, they traveled by navigation facilities and they reached one continent to another continent. The different continents here, different features and different directions it's located. Even one of the oceans we can take, there are also different features. How the inside of this ocean coverage areas also different because of the entire ocean is not same. Different depths space it divided into different levels. Okay, how the different oceans are divided. Like now, ocean is a multi-purpose ocean, not only navigation. We are using the seafood items also, and mainly we are collecting the salt and we are getting some sort of spirits and what different type of source we are getting from. Even at present also we are getting petrol, diesel from ocean. Okay. Now we can come how the ocean is divided into different parts. Later class we will discuss.